Sorry guys, sorry about that. Let's start it over again. My name is Taylor. I'm from professional service team. I'll be your host today. It's great to see you all again here. And I also see quite a few new names here. So a warm welcome to those of you joining the Altai community for the first time. We are really glad you are here. Today, I'm joined by Lawrence from our product management team and Michael from our marketing team. We have a great session lined up for you. We will be focusing on a real-world case study that shows you how one of our partners took a standard Wi-Fi request and turned it into a total solution, which turned out to be to get 20 times project value for our partner. So it will be very exciting, and we're pretty sure it will be serving a good reference for all of you. Now, just a quick bit of housekeeping. We have muted all attendees to keep the audio clear. But please feel free to post your questions in the chat as we go. We have set aside plenty of time for the Q&A at the end. All right, our agenda today is very simple, but also very important for your business. We will start by walking through a real-world mining case study, showing you how our relatively small Wi-Fi requirement evolved into a much larger strategic infrastructure project. We will share exactly what was deployed and how the opportunity expanded. And from there, we will dive into the key solutions that include our network switches, RTLS, real-time location tracking, and our new tool, Altai Network Planner. And finally, we'll look at how these pieces come together to help you move beyond standard Wi-Fi deals and toward full infrastructure ownership and creating a deeper customer engagement and higher project value. And by the end of this session, we hope you will have a clear plan on how to use these ideas to increase the value of your own projects. So without further ado, let's get started. Now, let's talk about a real success story that shows exactly why we are here today. This case involves a large mining project in South America. It started very small. The customer just wanted outdoor Wi-Fi to run their security cameras. They were looking for about 15 to 20 access points, which would mean a deal worth around $30K. But here is where it gets interesting. Over the next 6 months, that small $30K project grew into 630K infrastructure. That is a 20x increase in value for our partner. But how did they do it? The big change happened because our partner not just sell Wi-Fi, but a total solution. Aside from the access points, they provided our switches for the project, especially the core network and application network. Today, we will show you exactly how they did it, and so you can do the same with your customers. Now, let's take a look at the big picture for a typical open pit mine. In such a massive area, we use our macro or mid-range AP models like AAN, AX600, or A660 to provide full coverage, no matter the terrain capacity. In this case, laying cables across the site is almost impossible, and we connect everything through the air using wireless links, point-to-point or point-to-multipoint, or even our new mesh technology. So overall, we keep the network setup simple but reliable. For power, we have our IES 3100 switch. It supports PoE++, providing up to 90 watts of power to keep our high-performance AP running smoothly and perfectly, even in extreme conditions. At the back end, we have our new switch MES 6300 or 6500. They are used as a core switch. They are built to handle huge amounts of data and can be stacked together for extra resiliency. And finally, we have our Altai gate controller to manage every single AP and switch from one place. Finally, we have listened to your feedback. We know that the power is often a big challenge in this case. So we have added solar power to become part of our solution. And also we have real-time location tracking to enable mining application and operations like fleet management system and remote operations. And both solutions are managed centrally to make your life easier. And Lawrence will dive into the details of these in just a bit later. Okay, let's go back to that project and start with the customer initial requirement. The request itself was straightforward. What they needed was a outdoor Wi-Fi connectivity to support IP cameras across the mining site. Coverage was needed along the perimeter fence, conveyor belts, or storage yards. These are the key operational areas where we lead to enable video surveillance. However, the deployment environment was a harsh industrial mining site. The temperature can go up above 50 degrees Celsius, and heavy dust environment, and the distance between devices was super long. So the customer need a reliable industrial grade connectivity to ensure uninterrupted video transmission. At this stage, the scope was it's narrowly divided. The solution consisted of industrial grade access point and mounting hardware and PoE power and just enough to meet the immediate camera requirement. Commercially, this amounted to a $30,000 opportunity. And this is a situation we see very often, and a single application use case, a limited scope, and a deal that looks finished on day one. However, this is where the project took a different turn. When the partner conducted a proper site survey and technical assessment, they discovered that Wi-Fi request was only a small piece of a much larger puzzle. Beneath the surface, there was no structured PoE switching, no VLAN segmentation, no redundancy, and no high availability backbone to support current and future application. So at the same time, the end customer already had plans for expansion, including AI video analytics, thermal cameras, license plate recognition, and significant increase in camera count. In other words, the existing infrastructure simply wasn't ready to support where the customer was heading. So this was the key insight. The Wi-Fi project wasn't just a connectivity problem. It was an infrastructure gap. And once the partner repositioned the conversation from Wi-Fi for cameras to end-to-end network readiness, the scope of the project changed completely. So from this point, the opportunity was no longer about selling Wi-Fi. It was about only the full infrastructure layer, which ultimately led to the 20 times expansion you will see in the next part of the story. So at this point, the picture was very clear. The customer didn't just need better Wi-Fi. They needed a network foundation that could scale, remain viable, and in the harsh conditions and support future applications. So the next step was to redesign the solution properly, starting from the Wi-Fi access layer, and then build upward toward a complete infrastructure architecture. So let's first take a look at the Wi-Fi access point part. And based on the site survey and coverage requirements, our partner adopted a solution using our using a combination of our APs like AAN, AA600, AA660 access point models. And these models were selected not just because for their long-range coverage capabilities, but also for their long-term reliability and scalability in demanding environments. So there are a few points I would like to highlight. First, and these AP models support high transmit power and smart antenna technology, which provide kilometer level of coverage, which is the key requirement for deployment in mining sites. And that in turn reduces the total number of access points and improves cost efficiency, and it simplifies deployment and lowers the ongoing maintenance, right? And second, these APs are industrial grade and purpose-built for harsh environments. They are able to operate reliably under extreme heat and in dust environment and continuous heavy load from field traffic. And this capability is essential for maintaining stable, uninterrupted video streaming from IP cameras, even during the peak operating conditions. And third, the Wi-Fi design was done with overlapping coverage zones. And this wasn't just about meeting today's requirements. It also ensured redundancy and set the foundation for future services like mobile access, vehicle-mounted terminals, and real-time location tracking. So with this access layer in place, the project was now ready to expand into the wide backbone and switching network, and that's where the real value multiplication began. At this point, I'd like to pass the floor to Lawrence to continue. Hey, Lawrence, over to you.
Thank you, Taylor. Hello, everyone. This is Lawrence with Altai. So thank you, Taylor, for giving us a great idea about how the Wi-Fi solution can turn into a much bigger infrastructure. So now let's dive into the individual parts, which enables you to turn your deals into a 20 times bigger commercial. So first of all, when we talk about the switches, and Altai isn't reinventing switching solution. Instead, we are strategically partnering with a tier 1 infrastructure technology partner who has a deep experience building large-scale and mission-critical network systems. What this means is that Altai's strategic partner has a true R&D, industrial-grade manufacturing processes, and proven system architectures that are already validated at scale. So when customers deploy Altai switches, they're adopting a jointly engineered infrastructure platform, purpose-built for enterprise and industrial environments, fully aligned with Altai's end-to-end networking vision. So Altai's tier 1 partner has over 800 experienced engineers with more than 60% of workforce dedicated to research and development. This isn't incremental development. This is a sustained innovation. Also, they have over 100 invention patents demonstrating their original IP ownership, while with their over 20 years of information and communication technology or ICT experience, ensuring that this is a world-class expertise. Also, the partner has strong engineering capabilities to do a high-speed PCB design, advanced thermal and power engineering, and full system software integration as well. So engineering excellence only matters if it can be delivered consistently, and that's where the manufacturing scale becomes critical. Altai's tier 1 partner has a manufacturing capability which spans over 170,000 square meters of production space, supported by more than 25 high-speed PCB assembly lines. These facilities produce millions of PCBs every year and delivering over 1 million server and network systems annually. So Altai switching isn't limited by manufacturing capacity. It's built for growth. The partner is trusted by a leading cloud and internet companies, global ICT vendors, AI computing platforms, telecom operators, and industrial enterprises. These organizations demand predictable performance, long lifecycle support, and zero tolerance for instability. And this is exactly the same requirements found in mining, oil and gas, container ports, and utilities deployments applications. So when customers adopt Altai's enterprise switching, they are adopting technology already trusted at the highest level of the global infrastructure ecosystem. So Altai's enterprise switching portfolio is built around a scalable, reliable connectivity delivered at a unified solution. At the core layer, high-performance switching provides low latency routing and backbone redundancy. At the aggregation or distribution layer, traffic grooming and policy control ensure predictable application performance. At the access layer, we have the PoE and edge connectivity to power Wi-Fi access points, cameras, and other devices. We also have industrial switches for harsh applications such as wide operation temperature range, requirements for surge protection, etc. So what's truly differentiates this is an unified management. Everything including wired to wireless devices, PoE, security, visibility, they're all centrally managed through Altai Gate or Altai Care on premises. Well, you may say that industrial environments expose the real differences between networking platforms. Here we compare Altai's IES 3100 series with competing industrial switches. The first thing that stands out is the performance. Altai's IES 3100 series has a much higher switching capacity and packet forwarding rates, designed to handle dense videos and data traffic. Performance alone isn't enough. What matters in industrial sites is resilience. The industrial switches has extended operation temperature, high PoE budgets, and stable operation under harsh environments. So the takeaway is simple. Altai is not just meeting industrial standards, it's exceeding them, particularly in deployments with high network density and power-hungry edge devices. So zooming in further, this shows how the IES 3100 as an edge deployment workhorse. With its 8 gigabit Ethernet ports, multiple 10 gigabit SFP plus uplinks, and support PoE++, delivering up to 90 watts per port, the IES 3100 can power cameras, wireless backhaul, and industrial devices directly. The IES 3100 supports layer 3 networking with redundant power inputs, surge protection, and extended operation temperature, ensuring reliable operation in harsh outdoor and industrial environments. So and everything remains manageable through Altai Gate or Altai Care on premises, keeping operational complexity at a minimum. So this is how Altai extends enterprise-grade reliability all the way to the field. So this is a typical example how Altai switches and Wi-Fi access points fit together in real-world deployments. Here, with IP cameras, AX with IP cameras, AX600 wireless backhaul, and A660 mesh NOCs, and industrial switches are not deployed at separate devices. They are designed to operate at one coordinated system. The switch powers devices, prioritize traffic, and aggregate uplinks. The wires layer ensures coverage and mobility. Together, they deliver predictive video performance and system stability. Such a tight integration reduces deployment risks, speed up installation, and simplifies long-term operations. As the network grows, visibility becomes just as important as performance. Altai's unified management solution allows operators to view network topology, PoE monitoring, configuration, and device operation status from a single interface. The LLDP, or link layer discovery protocol-based discovery, you visualize network topology and device connection to the network, while centralized control through outlet gate enables policy changes without touching individual switches. For partners and customers, this means faster troubleshooting, fewer site visits, and lower operational costs. So the management becomes proactive, not reactive, which is essential in mission-critical environments. So whether the deployment is in container ports, oil and gas, industrial automation, or warehousing, the same core building blocks also apply. We have the access switch, the aggregation or distribution switch, core switch. They all seamlessly integrate wireless and wired infrastructures with centralized management platform. Altai provides a consistent design architecture that partners can replicate across industries, adopting scale without redesigning the entire network. This repeatability is crucial for partners looking to scale business efficiently while maintaining quality and reliability. So moving on, we also have a real-time location system. So once a reliable network is in place, customers quickly ask the next questions. What intelligence can we extract from it? In mining, connectivity becomes the foundation for real-time location system, or RTLS. This involves the tracking vehicles on the site and also access and personnel in the same area across a large outdoor environments. So this is no longer just a network. It becomes a digital operation layer, supporting safety, efficiency, and automation. So let's think about a modern mining site. Everything is connected with cameras, Wi-Fi, switches, yet one critical question remains unanswered. Where are our vehicles, access, and people are right now? So this is where the RTLS-enabled smart mining comes in. By seamlessly combining the GNSS location tracker with the existing Wi-Fi infrastructure, the RTLS makes large-scale outdoor and mixed mining environments visible in real time. Vehicles and asset positioning can be tracked within 1 to 2 meters, continuously and reliably. Operational teams can realize fleet positioning, monitor movement patterns, and idle time. That visibility directly drives better dispatch decisions, reduced idle time, and lower fuel costs. But RTLS goes beyond efficiency. When we extend it into operational intelligence, the network evolves from connectivity into a safety and control system. Enforcing geofencing helps to isolate the restricted and hazardous zones, while proximity awareness alerts operators to avoid collision risks before incidents happen. By integrating the RTLS with switches, wireless, centralized management, Altai delivers a unified solution for mission-critical application, expanding projects from infrastructure to operations and significantly multiplying business value. This is the Altai's GNSS tracking solution, which seamlessly integrates a dual-channel receiver, and M360X CPE over Wi-Fi infrastructure. The solution delivers outdoor tracking with positioning accuracy of 1 to 2 meters, which is suitable for large-scale industrial environments. Again, it is a unified solution combining GNSS positioning, Wi-Fi connectivity with unified management platform. So with Altai Gauge management platform, it brings everything together. It provides a real-time fleet visibility, movement tracking, system monitoring through a single interface. Altai's solution combines continuous tracking with proven Super Wi-Fi infrastructure. Rather than managing separate tools for wireless, switches, and RTLS, operators gain one unified management platform, improving situational awareness and accelerating decision-making over a single pane of glass monitoring and visualization via the Altai Gauge. So in a remote and outdoor deployments, power availability becomes a design constraint. Altai addresses this through solar-powered station, enabling connectivity even where grid power is unavailable or unreliable. So now let's move into one of the key enablers for outdoor and remote deployments, the Altai Solar Power Station. This is an all-in-one solution designed specifically for industrial and edge connectivity use cases. What makes it powerful is that it combines plug-and-play deployment, intelligent power management, and resilient industrial-grade design. For customers operating in mining sites, rural zones, or temporary locations, this allows them to deploy connectivity easily by harvesting green solar power. In short, the solar power station removes power availability as a constraint and lets the network expand to the true edge. So the Altai Solar Power Station is a purpose-built solution and is best suited for a variety of deployment scenarios. For industrial deployments, it supports CCTV, IoT, environmental sensors, and edge devices in remote, heavy industry locations. For mining operations, it enables wireless connectivity, and also combined with the RTLS solution, it allows fleet tracking, safety monitoring in open pit and remote mining areas without having to rely on grid power. For deployments in container ports or yard, it deploys yard management systems and edge Wi-Fi nodes across large port terminals and container stacking zones. Last but not the least, in heavy industry remote facilities, it provides resilient power for network infrastructure in our oil and gas fields, substations, industrial parks, and expansion zones. So deploying solar is not just a trial and error. It's about proper power budgeting. And here is a systematic way to how to approach it. First of all, by calculating the system daily power consumption and how much solar power can be harvested in a day, solar panel size can be determined. As long as the solar harvest exceeding power consumption, the system remains unsustainable. For example, in this case, a 440-watt solar panel used here delivers a strong balance between power output and sizing and weight. We also consider battery autonomy, meaning how long the system can run without solar input and how quickly it can recharge. So this structured estimation ensures partners can design a stable, reliable solar-powered solution even in challenging environments. In real-life situation, solar performance depends on geography. You can see that there are some difference in the peak sun powers between Northern Europe, Southeast Asia, and Middle East, which then affects how much daily energy generation and charging time. So, generally speaking, a desert area with plenty of sunshine and little rainfall, allowing more solar power to be harvested per day. At higher latitudes, the less solar power can be captured. So the peak sun hours doesn't mean how many hours of sunlight in a day. Actually, it's an equivalent effective hours when maximum solar power can be captured, depending on geography. The same Altai solar station performs differently depending on locations, and Altai provides the tools to plan accordingly. So here we highlighted real device combinations that Altai solar station can support, from a single access point deployments to multiple Wi-Fi nodes. How long can a system operate without solar power at all? So this helps our partners confidently answering customer questions like how long will it run and what equipment can I power safely? So far, we have pretty much everything from Wi-Fi connectivity to real-time location tracking, off-grid solar power solution, plus an unified management platform. The next step is proper network planning. In complex environments like mining, ports, industrial zones, you are dealing with large distances, obstacles, and mixed indoor-outdoor coverage. So this is where a structured planning becomes essential. We provide a planning methodology and tool, the Altai Network Planner, which turns planning into engineered design with user friendliness that you don't need to be an expert in the field. The Altai Network Planner is a comprehensive tool designed to help engineers and partners to visualize, design, and optimize wireless deployments. It supports both wireless backhaul and access networks across complex terrain and large-scale outdoor sites. So with the Altai Network Planner, you can upload floor plans or site maps, define walls, buildings, obstacles, and then simulate both indoor and outdoor coverage. The system automatically generates heat maps showing signal strengths and performance across the site. It also helps to generate equipment and bill of material lists, making quotation and procurement far more accurate. And importantly, it supports the full Altai access point and antenna portfolio, ensuring simulations reflecting real-world performance. For partners, this significantly reduces design risk, speeding up proposal cycles, and improves customer confidence. Here we have a short demo showcases how the network planning brings everything together. You will see how quickly you can visualize the coverage, test different deployment options, and optimize placements, all before any hardware is installed. What used to take days of manual planning can now be done in minutes with far higher accuracy. For customers, this means better performance and fewer surprises. For partners, it means faster sales cycles, stronger proposals, and more successful deployments. So here we have a short video to showcasing how it can be done.
Professional planning begins with seamless management. Our project management system allows you to switch between multiple plans effortlessly, ensuring every project is organized and under your full control. When it comes to deployment, the software includes the full range of Altai AP models for your selection. You can set initial heights and perform bulk modifications, positioning each AP onto the canvas with absolute precision. For professional-grade accuracy, you can fine-tune every parameter, including antenna orientation, down tilt, transmit power, and specific antenna models alongside mounting heights. Furthermore, we support all Altai switch types, enabling you to establish physical logic by connecting switches and APs via cable segments. Simulating the environment is more flexible than ever. You can design building shapes and wall layouts exactly as you envision them, with an extremely intuitive interface to modify existing structures on the fly. For large-scale environments, the batch editing feature lets you update heights and material properties for multiple buildings and walls simultaneously, ensuring a rapid and precise modeling process. Once the environment is set, define your target coverage areas to begin simulation. By visualizing the spectrum, you can generate accurate 2.4G or 5G simulations independently. Under each radio frequency, choose between clear view or primary, secondary, and tertiary coverage modes to suit your planning needs, all while applying custom color themes to make signal distribution crystal clear. To conclude your workflow, you can review the BOM table for different plans, providing a clear breakdown of all required equipment. The system even allows you to manually add spare devices, ensuring your procurement list is comprehensive and ready for implementation. Finally, wrap up your design by generating a personalized professional project report.
So I hope you all enjoyed the demonstration video of the Altai Network Planner. So now I will pass the stage to Michael, who will introduce you to the Altai ACPP program.
Hi everyone, this is Michael from marketing team at Altai. Today we will be introducing the Altai certified professional program, as known as ACPP. And if you have already subscribed our newsletter, I believe some of you already know what it is. As we are already made an official announcement through our marketing email. And first of all, ACPP is built to help our partner to strengthen their technical capability for mission-critical industrial connectivity. From fundamental configuration and deployment to advanced planning, troubleshooting, and management. Our goal is simple, which is to enable our partner to deliver stronger pre-sale design confidence and faster resolution in real industrial deployment, so you can win a bigger deals and support customer with fewer roadblocks. And now let's move to the most practical part, which is accessing the Thinkific platform. To begin, please navigate to the ACPP website on Thinkific, and by using your preferred web browser, and you will find the entry point through the link in our Altai Partner portal. And please allow me to remind that the ACPP is free of charge, which means that you can enroll the course without any charge. And next, here is the module overview, and plus what's available now and what's coming soon. As you can see on the table, you can start right away with module 10, and for the core Wi-Fi planning and deployment module, they are scheduled to be available by the end of April. And then we pass back the time to Taylor.
Okay, thank you, Michael. We are now coming to the final part of today's session. Before we wrap up, I'd like to briefly summarize the key takeaways and, more importantly, highlight what this case study means for your business and your future projects. All right, let's quickly recap what happened in that project we talked about earlier. In the first phase, Altai was selected primarily for our wireless performance and reliability in harsh environments and our proven track record in mission-critical deployments. At that stage, the switching solution was handled by another vendor, and so the scope was still limited. But the turning point came when the partner stepped back and looked at the full picture. Instead of treating this as a Wi-Fi only deployment, we started to shift toward industrial switching and a layer 3 backbone or end-to-end integration and unified support. So from the end customer perspective, their priorities were very clear. They wanted one unified networking platform, one accountable vendor, one support team, and simplified life cycle management. Now let's take a look at what this means for your business. From a performance perspective, wireless performance remain uncompromised. Even with our switching solution, there is no negative impact on the backend network. In fact, it improved end-to-end QoS, network segmentation, redundancy, and overall network stability, which are critical in mission-critical environments like mining, right? And from a commercial perspective, a $30,000 Wi-Fi project evolved into a $630,000 end-to-end networking solution that represents a 20x expansion within a single project cycle. So the key takeaway for today's webinar is simple. Wi-Fi opens the door, but infrastructure ownership multiplies the opportunity. By positioning the Altai not just as a wireless provider, but also as a complete networking platform, covering switching, backbone, and application that turns a small initial opportunity into large strategic infrastructure project. And this approach can be applied to mining and other mission-critical industries. Well, to help you replicate this success, we are backing it up with very concrete partner programs and tools. And first, our rebate program offers a 10% product credit rebate on Altai switching products. So you can improve margins and accelerate deal momentum. And we are also offering demo units at 50% off. So you can validate solutions and engage customers with confidence. And finally, I strongly encourage you to make use of our resources available on our partner portal, where you can find technical documentation and the Altai Network Planner tools. And also you can join our free training program to upskill your team. So please sign up on our partner portal if you haven't, and you will get our updated information in there. All right, it's time to jump into our Q&A section. We've got some questions already, I believe. Let's take a look. Okay, we've got our first question. He is asking if our Altai wireless LAN controller supports LACP. Okay, that's a very good question, actually. Thanks for your question. Currently, LACP link aggregation is not supported on our wireless LAN controller because the primary reason is because the limited number of physical ports we support on the controller. So the feature was not included in our current design. But that said, we understand the importance of LACP in tier 2 or tier 3 network architectures. And this is something we are happy to evaluate if there is a clear customer demand or specific deployment requirement. So if this capability is important for your design, we recommend discussing your case with our sales representative, and we will review the requirement, explore possible options and future enhancements for you. Okay. Okay, all right. The next question is asking if our IES, this is our new switch model. He is asking if it supports industrial protocols such as PRP, HSR, and IEC 61850 standard. Well, this is also a good question. Thank you for the questions. For now, we don't support these standards because this is our initial stage for now. I mean, for our product development. Again, if you have the real demand for these features, just feel free to reach out to us, and we can evaluate. We will do the feasibility study and see if we can support these kind of features. Thank you for your question anyway.
Okay, so here we got another question about any solar solution for a single CCTV in outdoor network that you are having, or what would be its technical parameter. So thank you. First of all, thank you very much for your question. So to answer that, first of all, we would like to know what's the CCTV that you are using and how much power it is consuming, and any other specific requirements in terms of power consumption or standby, etc., and also the connectivity. So the Altai solar power solution does provide PoE power to devices. So if your CCTV is supporting PoE, then it is this is great. So just need to know what PoE standard that your CCTV support and power consumption. Then we can support you to estimate the power consumption and also how much battery life that it can work with if there's no solar power at all. And also I assume that your outdoor network doesn't have may not have connectivity. So if this is the case, then we also recommend Altai A660 or AX600 series to providing you a backhaul so that you can relay the video data back to the backend infrastructure. And here we have I have another question also from the same customer about training for partner regarding network planner.
Yeah, maybe let me answer the question. And for the training of network planner, and the answer is yes. We are planning to have the training which is included in ACPP. And as the table I showed you before, we will have a module 8 and 9, which is covered the network planner, including outdoor and indoor. And before that, we have already uploaded the video on our YouTube channel, which is about the same topic, the network planner for outdoor and indoor. And you can search the video and take a look first.
Yeah. Thank you, Michael. I've got another question about our Altai controller. Typically, this is asking questions about on-premises controller. He is asking if what happened to the Wi-Fi network when the Altai controller is goes off? Well, this is a typical question we usually received from all of you. So for that, don't worry about this because when the controller goes off, the service is still available, but it is limited to only for certain authentication only. For example, if the SSID is enabled with the PSK, then it will be no problem for that. But if the SSID is using our portal service or radio service, that will be impacted. Yeah. So for the Altai controller, we already support redundancy. So we strongly recommend you enable 1+1 redundancy just to tackle this kind of incident. So we have another question asking about the total solution on the controller, switches, and solar system. So are they all monitored on one platform? The answer is yes. They will be monitored. Yes, our target is to create a single platform, a unified platform to manage all. So don't worry about this.
Okay, so here we got an update question about the CCTV bullet. It says it's consuming some 15 watt or 30 watt. Again, you are welcome to contact our sales. We will help you get you a solution for that. And to give you a simple answer, it's better to understand what your actual requirement is and your deployment areas, as we have shown in the presentation. What we need to understand is whether the system is sustainable, which means that your geography does provide sufficient solar power so that you don't need to worry about battery running out.
So this is the end of our webinar today. And just for reminding, if you want, the webinar today has been recorded. If you want to review or you want to have the backup of the presentation, please contact our local sales representative. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone, and have a great day.
Yeah, have a great day. Thank you. Thank you to all.